Well, hello my beautiful and amazing crafters. Welcome to another video of Crafting with Shaneda. In today's tutorial, I'm going to show you my updated version on how to make a juice box wrap in Canva and Cricut Design Space. So the first thing I want to do is I want to create a template that would fit around the juice box. This particular juice box is 200 milligrams. It's slightly larger than the juice box that I did in my last tutorial, which is 6 ounces at 177 milligrams. So the first thing I did was just measure around the juice box so I can create a proper template. So I went into Cricut Design Space and completed my template so that way I can create my design in Cricut Design Space as well as Canva, and I'll be showing you both of those options in today's video. So I created my template in Cricut Design Space and I just added a little top layer to use as a fold over for the top of the juice box. It's definitely optional. Now that I have my template sized and excluding this top portion, I'm going to go ahead and go to Canva to create my design. On Canva, I'm going to create a blank template. The template size is going to be 8.1 inches by 4.4 inches. Now it's time to start designing the juice box. I'm going to go ahead and create sections to replicate each side of the juice box and then include a little tab at the end to close and seal. I'll have all the measurements listed in the description box below. So I went back to my previous design as a guide and I created this template using some images I got from Google, using the magic grab to remove any background, and created a template for today's project. And now that I have the measurements, I'm able to just size it perfectly to fit and just personalize my design. Now that I'm happy with my design, I'm going to save this as a PNG, and I'm also going to save this as a PDF as well to show you the two different options. Now you could go straight from that template and save it as a PDF and go to print on your printer. And as you can see, only one of the designs will fit on a page. So to make the most out of that full sheet of paper, I'm going to save that PNG and then upload it onto a full sheet of paper. So this template size here is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. I'm going to go ahead and go to upload and bring the design in. So now that the design is on my template, I could go ahead and size it accordingly. The 8.1 by 4 inches. And now I can duplicate that, and I'm able to get 2 on one full sheet of paper this way versus just printing it out from the original template size where I only got 1 on a piece of paper. So I'm going to be using glossy paper with my inkjet printer, so I'm setting the printer settings accordingly, and I know it's going to print out the way I like it. Sometimes you do have to play around with your printing settings if you're not really familiar with your printer settings. If that's the case, I do suggest printing it out in black and white if you don't really know your printer settings and you have an issue if they're coming out smaller. But if you're sizing it correctly and making sure you checking those sizing, this should print out correctly. I use glossy photo paper. All the items that I use will be in the description box below. I'm going to go ahead and cut this out. This is the design that I created in Canva, and I was able to fit 2 on one sheet of paper. So I'm just going to remove the straw and put it aside and go ahead and wrap the juice box with the template I created. I'm loving the color and this shine. It always comes out amazing. Glossy paper, it really is a game changer for my projects. I wish I did this years ago, but now that I know, I'm sharing my tips and tricks. Tape runner to adhere it to the juice box. And I'm just going to use a glue dot to adhere the straw to the side of the juice pack. Now let me show you the second option or second design that I actually made in Cricut Design Space. Using the same template that I made earlier, I just added a little fold top tab so that way I can make a little box to cover the juice box. And using that same design that I created in Canva, I uploaded it into Cricut Design Space so that way I can create separate layers for each side of the box and create a little 3D effect to the juice box. If you like this idea, let me know in the description box below and I'll create a separate video just on how to do this project. Now that everything's cut out, I'm going to go ahead and assemble my juice box. The paper that I'm using for today's project is the Recollections brand and the color red. I got this from my local Michaels. I really like how when adding those score lines, it was very easy to fold on the score lines. Again, removing the straw from the side of the juice pack. I'm going to put it aside and go ahead and assemble. You could use glossy sticker paper, but I really, for the sake of the video, I'm using the photo paper, glossy photo paper. And if I was going to get this to a client, I would have embossed the cardstock. So now that I have that all adhered, I'm going to just use some foam dots to make the images just pop out on the side of the juice boxes. Well, these turned out really good. I'm very happy with the final result. Well, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you learned a little bit or a lot. And I'm working on videos. I have 3 going out tomorrow, so we cannot wait to see you on the next video of Crafting with Shaneda. Happy crafting!